Hello world, Shelly here, and today we've got episode 3 of my Red Flags Ingredient Literacy series, where I break down some of the marketing claims around skincare ingredients, and we talk about what you can actually expect. What does the science say? What evidence do we have that these things are doing what they say they are doing, so that you can spend your money on things with realistic expectations of what you're going to get out of them. If you are new around here, I am 51 years old. I've been reviewing makeup and skincare here on YouTube for the past 10 years. I've been formulating my own skincare for the past 5 years. And today we are going to talk about collagen. We see it all over skincare, marketing, and ingredients. And I'm going to give a shout out to Miss Sarah P, who requested this topic. We have collagen ingredient claims in everything from lip gloss to body wash to skincare to makeup. Here, I'm going to quote Sarah. "I'm so sick of brands claiming its effects." Honestly, same girl, same. So we're going to break it down. We are going to take a look at what claims are being made. What's the science behind them? At best, are they truthful? At worst, are they actively misleading you? We're going to take a look. The general perception, if you don't look into this, is that collagen in your skincare as an ingredient can somehow replace the collagen that our bodies are losing as we age. As you get older, starting from like your mid-20s, you are losing about 1% of your body's ability to produce collagen per year. So by the time you hit your 40s and your 50s, like I am, you're making significantly less collagen than you did when you were younger. What does collagen do? It's like the structural support of your skin. It makes up 30% of your entire body's proteins, 70% of the proteins in your skin. So it is a massive component. And when we are losing that ability of our bodies to produce collagen at the levels as it did when we were younger, you're losing elasticity, you're losing firmness, you're losing the bounce back of your skin, and you get the look of sagging, you get fine lines and wrinkles. All of that is tied to collagen. So you would think, put collagen on your skin and replace what's missing, right? It's not that simple. In fact, most of the collagen in skincare ingredients is not doing that. It's actually not possible. So let's take a look at what is possible, what they mean, and what are the exceptions to the rule. When we talk about collagen, one of the main issues with topical collagen is the molecular size. In order for something to have a benefit inside your skin, it has to get past the protective outer layer of your skin, the stratum corneum. And the molecules have to be small enough that they can get through there. The general rule of thumb is that a 500 Dalton size molecule, Daltons being a unit of measurement, think of it as the size. It's the molecular weight technically. A 500 Dalton sized molecular weight is able to penetrate the skin. So if we take a look at some of the common skincare ingredients, I got my numbers here. L-ascorbic acid, vitamin C, 176 Dalton size, can penetrate the skin. Cha-ching! Retinol, 286 Daltons, smaller than 500, can penetrate the skin. Cha-ching! Niacinamide, 122 Daltons, small enough, less than 500, we can penetrate. Caffeine, 194 Daltons, small enough, it can penetrate. Collagen, 300,000 Daltons and larger. It is more than 600 times too large to penetrate the outer layer of your skin. So it's not getting in there. It's not getting in there, guys. Now, there have been some scientific advances. Lots of different ways they're approaching how to get collagen or fragments that make up collagen beneath the skin. But So you might hear one of the things that's been going around is I always think recumbent like a bike. It's not a bike. Recombinant collagen. That is a thing, and it's a man-made version of collagen that is bioidentical to human collagen. Basically, they take human collagen and inject it into yeast bacteria, and then the bacteria or the yeast are producing human identical collagen, and they can bioengineer this to have a lower molecular weight and therefore be able to penetrate the skin. However, most are not that, unless you are dealing with a manufacturer that is specifically claiming a low enough molecular weight of their not recombinant collagen to be able to get through the outer layer of the skin. If they're not claiming that, then it's likely not, because most of them are not. There are advances happening. There are scientific advances. Yes, it's being worked on. We're really not there yet. Let's take a look at a few of the places where I have recently seen collagen ingredient claims. And we're going to start with the body washes. Y'all, just no. Dove's got one. I think it's like the Renewal Serum Body Wash with Firming Collagen. It's not firming collagen. Like, the collagen's not going to do the firming because it's a body wash that's touching your skin for 30 seconds and then you wash it down the drain. And so not only is it barely on your skin, if a face cream that sits on your skin for 12 hours can't penetrate, how is a body wash going to penetrate in the mere seconds it's got on your skin? Olay's got one. They're all over the place. How is something that sits on your skin for 30 seconds that has a large molecule size that can't penetrate the skin to begin with going to be doing the firming action? That's not to say collagen's bad. We are going to talk about what it does do in these products, but it's not going to make your skin produce more structural collagen. Not in a body wash. Lip gloss. What? Revolution's got one, a vegan collagen peptide high shine lip gloss. Charlotte Tilbury's got their collagen lip bath with marine collagen. Paula's Choice has a pro collagen peptide plumping gloss. Now, actually, Revolution and Charlotte Tilbury, the way they phrase their marketing claims, they're actually positioning it as it really is. Let me read the way they have their claims. So, for example, Revolution's, they claim that their botanical collagen, we're going to talk more about that in a second, helps lips absorb moisture, and that their formula is, quote, made with vegan collagen, which helps lips absorb moisture. That's what the collagen is actually doing in this case. That is accurate. Vegan collagen is not a thing. We're going to get to that in a minute, but they're making a claim about what it's doing. Most of the time, collagen in your skincare is at most giving you good hydration, moisture, plumping from moisture. It's a humectant. Like, it's acting like a humectant. Then the Charlotte Tilbury one also, I'm going to say thumbs up on the way they're phrasing their claims. They say marine collagen hydrates and creates a plumping effect by hydrating your lips. Yes, that is what the collagen is doing in this case. That's accurate. That's not a misleading claim. Bravo, CT. You know I love my girl Charlotte. Paula's Choice. It's a little hairy here. The Pro Collagen Peptide Plumping Gloss Balm. So the way they phrase it, 3x Pro Collagen peptides that visibly plump, smooth, and nourish. Well, the peptides might be doing the nourishing, the smoothing. The plumping, probably the collagen. That's humectant, bring moisture in, fills out the smoothing of the fine lines. Yes, but they're kind of hoping that you just mush together the peptide and the collagen and think that it all does the same thing. No, it doesn't work that way. That's just not how it works. I'm not a fan of how that one is marketed. Not a fan of the way those claims are. Here's a very interesting piece of the puzzle. Pixie and several brands actually. Pixie, Alginist, there were like 4 or 5 different brands Back in August 2024, a class action lawsuit was filed against them for falsely advertising that their products contained collagen when they actually used plant-based substitutions. Here's the thing. Collagen, real collagen, is an animal product. It is not, there is no such thing as actual collagen that's vegan or plant-based. It is an animal product. Typically in skincare, you're getting it derived from fish, like marine collagen, or bovine from cows. There's no such thing as botanical collagen. There are extracts of plants that have similar behavior in the body as collagen does, but to call them collagen is not true. They're not collagen. So that lawsuit has not been settled yet. It is still pending. Algenist and Pixie, I just double checked them. They're in 2 different courts in New York. But collagen is not found in plants. Collagen is an animal product. Now, there's another funny lawsuit. I say funny because, this one was a doozy. This one actually did get settled for $9.2 million. This was summer of 2024, so the Pixie and the Algenist lawsuits came after this one. But this was against the Dr. Dennis Gross Skincare Company. Similar claims about their C+ collagen line of products. The fact that these brands were comfortable calling these plant extracts collagen, it kind of just indicates how much they're hoping that the confusion around what collagen is and how it works is going to sell the product. Don't be confused. Collagen is an animal product. It is plant-based. Like vegan collagen doesn't exist. Vegan collagen-like plant extracts do exist, but vegan collagen is not a thing. If the overwhelming majority of topical collagen cannot penetrate your skin, then what's the point, right? Well, the point is it can be very hydrating. So you can have temporary moisture retention, like a humectant, where it's holding on to moisture in your skin, which if you have dry skin, that feels really good. If you are trying to smooth the appearance of fine lines, plumping the skin with hydration is also very good because that plumpness pushes those lines outwards so that they look more smooth. It can do that. Collagen topically applied can also act as a film former. We like the film formers. If you are a fan of wearing makeup primer under your foundation, for example, that's usually a film forming situation. It's a very, 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 very thin sheer layer over the surface of your skin that makes it appear smoother. And then especially if you're going to put more stuff on top of it, like your foundation, beautiful, gives you a nice finish. It also can help with a smoother texture appearance because of the film forming, because of the hydration. So those are cosmetic benefits of having collagen in a skincare product. They're visible benefits, but you're not getting what your brain might automatically want to think, and that is helping the structural integrity of your skin. If it's not penetrating, it's not doing that. What it does not do, it's not penetrating the outer layer of your skin. It is not stimulating your skin's collagen production itself. It's not replacing the lost collagen as you age. It's not reversing collagen degradation in your body. It's not firming the skin from the outside when you see, or from the inside. When you see these claims, topical collagen just isn't doing that. Now, there are some gray areas, some exceptions to the rule. We talked about the not recombinant. Why do I have to say the word first the wrong way for it to make sense in my brain? The recombinant collagen as a gray area. You're also going to see hydrolyzed collagen as an ingredient, and that's usually like they've broken down collagen into smaller forms, smaller pieces, peptides that might be small enough to penetrate the skin. You're still going to be playing with that 500 Dalton rule, but you might get limited penetration of some of those fragments if they are small enough. Science is still emerging on what actual benefit that has, what quantities you would need for that to actually show a visible result in your skin. But the main benefit of hydrolyzed collagen is going to be that it dissolves better in formulations, it feels lighter on the skin, it gives a really nice skin feel, not that it dramatically increases the penetration. But you might be thinking, well, what about these things I've seen that have advertised really low Daltons? Like there's a popular face mask out on the market that claims to have 234 Dalton size, which is less than 500, means it should be able to penetrate, right? Right? So at 234 Daltons, we are not talking about actual collagen anymore. We are talking about components of collagen, dipeptides, pieces of collagen, pieces of things that came from collagen that are smaller. There are some common ones. Let's see if I can pronounce this. Proline hydroxyproline, 228 Daltons in size. Hydroxyproline glycine, 188 Daltons in size. Those are dipeptides. They're little pieces. They're not collagen anymore. They've been broken down from. It's 2 amino acids. It's fragments. Fragments of collagen. It's like calling a brick a house. You know what I'm saying? It's the components of collagen. Maybe they are able to penetrate the skin, but what are they actually doing, and do they perform the same way as a whole collagen molecule would? The claims are still misleading. It is not collagen anymore once it's broken into those pieces. Again, it's like calling a brick a house. It takes lots of bricks to make a house. A brick is not a house. I don't know. Can anything live in a brick? I don't know. You'll see things like comparisons to the size of a strand of hair. I mean, a water molecule is also smaller than the size of a strand. Like, that's a meaningless comparison. What does that mean? It does not mean anything. What do these peptides do, these components? Well, again, they provide hydration, yes. They act as a humectant, yes. We already know that about topical collagen. Maybe they have some impact if they can reach the fibroblasts in your skin. Maybe, theoretically, they might be able to help stimulate your body to produce collagen, but we don't have hard evidence of that yet. It's still not replacing your structural collagen in your skin. It's still not working the way a retinol would work, the way bakuchiol works, the way vitamin C works. It's still not doing those structural benefits to your skin. So when you see these claims of low molecular weight collagen, you really have to dig in and look and see, is it even collagen anymore? Probably not. So why do I have marine collagen in a product that I formulate? My copper peptide serum has marine collagen in it. So I'm going to use myself as an example of transparency in the marketing of ingredients like this. So number one, you want to see concentration. So I use 1%. So 1% of that serum formula is marine collagen. You would like to see, ideally, transparency in the concentration of the actives that are being claimed about when people are marketing skincare ingredients. The way I phrase it, so it's copper peptides and marine collagen are two of the main actives in that serum. So number one, I disclose the transparently the concentration of that. The way I describe it in my product description, I'm gonna read it to make sure that you see what it is. Soluble marine collagen complements the collagen stimulating action of copper peptides and acts as a humectant to help retain surface moisture, improving the appearance of texture and helping skin feel more smooth. That's how I position it in my marketing. I'm clearly stating it, the copper peptides are what's stimulating the collagen in my body, not the collagen in the product itself. The actual mechanism of the collagen, it's acting as a humectant. That is the purpose. What does it do? It makes it feel nicer on the skin. That is what it's cosmetically enhancing the product. Why do I include it at all? Well, it is an excellent humectant. Humectants are good. I have dry skin. Part of why I formulate is for people with dry skin, so it's good for that. it makes a really smooth, silky feeling on the skin. It makes the serum feel more luxurious, gives a better experience in applying it. It just feels nicer. That's I cannot lie. It feels great. It does work well with the copper peptides. It helps keep the moisture. It's a synergistic effect with the copper peptides. The peptides are doing the heavy lifting though. That's the difference between making legitimate claims about what ingredients are doing and just kind of hoping that people make assumptions and, at worst case, misleading people about what the ingredients are doing. I'm here for the transparency, and I love any brand that is going to be transparent about what they're doing. Next, I just want to give a quick little blurb about ingestible collagen, collagen that you eat, that, you consume it through your mouth and put it in your belly. Let me know if you want to see a full video on this, because I could go deep dive into ingestible collagen. Now, you see it in supplements, you see it being added to like protein powders, all kinds of things. And there is evidence that eating collagen can help your body with breaking down into the amino acids, the components that your body can then use as protein. The only thing that I'll say is that your body doesn't like take in collagen, break it into amino acids and go, oh, this was meant for my skin, and then send it straight to your skin. Like, your body's going to use those proteins wherever it needs them. It's your skin, it's your hair, it could be your muscles, your nails, wherever your body needs that protein, it's going to use that protein. So it's not necessarily always going to be affecting your skin. I'm sure it helps, but it doesn't really direct it that way. There is also a little bit of research, still early in the research, that does say that oral supplementation of collagen can help skin issues, hydration, elasticity, reducing the look of fine lines and wrinkles. So the theory is that those collagen-derived peptides are signaling your collagen-producing cells, the fibroblasts in your body, to make more collagen. That's good. The quality of these studies varies. There aren't a ton of them. We had not determined optimal dosages to get those impacts, so how much you have to actually eat in order to see an impact. It can take weeks to months to see any visible result. Your body isn't directly like taking that collagen and putting it in your skin. It just doesn't work that way. The bottom line is, if you want to try it as a supplement, there are some studies that are showing potential. Give it at least 12 weeks to see any results. If you want to see a deep dive on edible collagen, leave me a comment down below. I've been keeping a master list. I've got like 20 different ideas in this series for topics to do. Let me know in the comments anything you want me to break down, ingredients, marketing claims, anything like that. I'm keeping a running list. I'm making them as I can. So let's get to the red flags. What are the red flags? Summarize this whole kit and caboodle here. Collagen in a rinse-off product, it's just label. It's label appeal. I don't think you're getting much of anything. Claims about boosting or rebuilding or restoring collagen in your body from a topical product, something you put on your skin, not likely. It's really going to depend if the manufacturer of that product is very specifically making you aware of what type of collagen it is. Is it not recombinant collagen? Is it broken down into dipeptides? What is it? Chances are, if it's full collagen, natural animal collagen, it's not doing that because it can't penetrate your skin to help do that. There are gray area exceptions, very, 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 very few of them. They exist, but they have to be very specific, and you need that transparency. Otherwise, it's probably just marketing. Red flag number 3, plant collagen or vegan collagen. If they don't disclose what it means, like calling it vegan collagen and then telling me what extract you're using, okay, I will forgive you, even though vegan collagen does not exist. However, Real collagen is derived from animals, most commonly fish or cows in the case of skincare. They are not actual collagen when it's a plant-based extract. It's just not collagen. If you're going to call it plant-based collagen, I want to see what the extract is. I want you to tell me what you're using. Red flag number 4. Lip gloss, makeup, anything like that that's making collagen claims, highly unlikely that it's doing any purpose more than acting as a humectant, a moisture attractant. Red flag number 5, not distinguishing between cosmetic claims and structural claims. So if you just use very vague language like improves firmness, well, you should also be saying whether that's a temporary effect. Is it because it's a film former? Yes, that's true. That's accurate. Ding, ding, ding. If you don't specify, you are leaving that open to interpretation and misunderstanding that you could be implying that it is firming your skin structurally. It's not. It's very likely not. So that is a red flag. You want to see the explicit description of temporary versus structural, how it's working. You just want to see that. Green flags would be honest claims about, for example, the way the Charlotte Tilbury lip gloss is positioned. It positioned it as a hydrating ingredient. That is truthful. Things that actually do stimulate collagen, your retinol, your L-ascorbic acid, bakuchiol, like those have been scientifically proven to have structural impact. So that's realistic. That's a green flag. If I see them claiming that, that's a realistic claim. Realistic timelines, all of these things, if they are doing any kind of structural improvement, you are going to need multiple weeks, typically months, to see improvement. So if a topical collagen is saying that it's going to help restructure the firmness of your skin in 7 days, no, it's not. Clear ingredient disclosure, specifying whether it's hydrolyzed collagen, what the source of the collagen, like marine collagen, bovine collagen, the recombinant collagen. You want that specificity. A green light is seeing very specific descriptions of the source and what it is. If they call it vegan collagen, seeing what the plant extract name is, that's all green flags. And focus on the formula, not just one ingredient. Like, you want to see how these things interact with each other and why they've been combined in the way they have and what relationships they've got with the ingredients relating to each other and their combined impact on your skin. Those are green flags. Those are things we look for. So the bottom line, collagen's awesome. It's a great ingredient. I'm a fan. It feels lovely. It's a wonderful humectant. Science is evolving. We might someday in the future have lots of ways to get collagen that actually helps us with the structural integrity of our skin. We're pretty much not there yet for the structural part. If you want ingredients that actually do support the structural building of collagen in your body, it's your retinoids, your tretinoin and your retinols, your bakuchiols, your L-ascorbic acid, vitamin C. It's wear your sunscreen religiously because ultraviolet rays are one of the biggest contributors to the degradation of the collagen you've already got in your body. So wear your sunscreen. Consider peptides, another very good structural component that does help with the structure of your skin. Try an oral collagen supplement if you're into that kind of thing. There's early studies are showing potential benefit. Eat a balanced diet with adequate protein. These are all helpful things if you are looking to maintain your body's ability to continue to make collagen as best it can as you get older, because again, we are losing approximately 1% of our capacity to create collagen every single year as we get older, and that's what's leading to the loss of elasticity, the loss of firmness, the sagging, the texture, all of those things that are associated with visible signs of aging. And if you do want to use these lip glosses and the body washes and all the things that have collagen in their marketing. That's fine. It's not that they're bad products. Just know what you're getting. I want you to be able to spend your money on things that give you the results you are expecting based on what these claims are saying. And sometimes the claims don't directly translate to what you think you would be getting if you don't look into them. So that is why we're doing this Red Flags series. I want you to get what you paid for. I want you to get what you expect. It's not that these products are bad. It's just that you gotta know what you're paying for. So I think next up we are probably gonna dig into peptides, because that's another one that's, you know, products are coming out that say they have 6 or 7 different peptides in it, like you're going grocery shopping or something, and like, we can do a little chit chat about that. I'm going to put some articles down below if you are interested in geeking out over some of the evidence, the science behind some of this stuff, where I got my information for this video. I will put them down in the description box. Let me know in the comments, what would you like me to deconstruct next? What marketing claims have you seen that you're like, that seems sus, is that legit? Let me know in the comments down below and I will add it to my list to break it down. As always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over skincare with me. I appreciate your time and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.